Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our Happy Friday show. Hi everybody, welcome to our show. Happy Friday. It's a lovely Friday. Thank you for being here, whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube. Hit that like button and subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And remember, we have a live giveaway every single Friday show, a live winner which is randomly picked from all your comments. So keep commenting throughout the show. Send us some hearts and thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Of course, it is Friday, so we always celebrate the weekend with a little refresher. So our theme of the month, or flavor theme of the month, very appropriately, is apple. So today's cocktail is a little spin on a classic. This is a maple appletini. So apple martini with just a little bit hint of maple. So just vodka, and you need some sour apple schnapps. So it could be, yeah, you want that green apple or sour apple schnapps, and then lemon juice and maple syrup. Shake it up, pour it up, and there it is. Nice and refreshing. Cheers, honey.
Cheers.
Mr. HP is here.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Is there something in your
Hi, how you doing?
glass still?
Let me see.
Maybe? Just a little bit?
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
cheers. They're a little sneaky, these guys.
I got my hat on because it was a little chilly.
Yeah, it's officially fall. You could feel it. It was around freezing this morning when we woke up and got up.
For a bald head, you got to cover it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess. I got my own built-in hat, so
Exactly.
I'm good. But yes, you can feel the chill, although the temps during the day are still getting up in the 50s, and they're going to stay like that for a while, which is beautiful on our end here. In Minnesota, I mean, sometimes we have snowstorms in October, so it's all good.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about how the week has been. It's been great, productive, of course. Lots of folks visiting the warehouse, which has been super fun. Christmas in Europe, it went live, second block of our mystery block of the month, went live on the 15th, but I think we haven't really seen it in person. So this second block was inspired by the German candle pyramids. If you've ever been to Germany, especially around the holidays, you will see these hand-carved candle pyramids everywhere. All the stores, decorations. I really love them. We used to have versions of this in Iceland, but of course not so elaborate. I actually got myself one, so I have one. And how they work is you light the candles, and then the candles, let's see it from the front maybe. So you light the candles, and the candles then spin the windmill, and then whatever is on the pyramid. So some of them are like multi-levels, and they have all kinds of procession and how things go, and it's just beautiful, and just the craftsmanship on these things is amazing. So I always felt such a pull to them, especially appreciating the art behind it and tradition. A lot of folks collect these. So I wanted to express that in my block, and so this is the block. It's done. It's really cool how you make this. Very easy to do, of course. If you have the mini ruler, that was a breeze. But fun to see all your blocks, and I appreciate your lovely comments on how the videos are so good and helpful. That's really nice to hear. That's what we want to hear. So thank you so much, and I hope you're excited for Block 3 coming in November 15th. Yay, what's that going to be? So far, we talked, the first block was the Christmas tree, and then we have the candle pyramid. So we've visited quite a few countries already in Europe, and so you never know where we're going to be headed next. But hope you're enjoying it, enjoying the journey and learning. That was my goal too, that it wasn't just sewing something. So I really have enjoyed creating it. So I hope you're enjoying making it too. We also had Fast and Furious Club project go live, our second project of season 3. our October project went live on Wednesday morning, and so on the 20th, and that one was the witch's welcome wall hanging. So I've seen lots of those already pop up in the crew. So you're getting them done, hanging them up, getting them ready for Halloween. So I really like this one too. The kids have been flying out this week, but we may have a couple left if you still wanted to snatch up a little bit of fabric to make this one. It goes together pretty quickly, but it's a fun process. It's a fun process. All right, and then of course I showed you on Tuesday that our printed patterns are in-house, and we're already shipping them off to distributors and off to shops. So, and of course they're available in the store. Of course, these are the Saga and the June quilt pattern. So here's the Saga pattern, and I already planning on making a couple more Sagas. We already got one cut out. And then the June pattern, of course, the one we did for our sew along in June, a classic, and we've seen lots of those. So they're there. And then last Tuesday, we also answered a lot of questions about our quilt along coming up in October. So I think we should maybe take some time to answer some more questions if you have any. But let's just remember the date is on November 6th. It is time to reveal Phoenix, and is available now. You can purchase your pattern, $10. But all you will get is the fabric requirements right now. So this is a PDF pattern. So a week from today, your account will be updated with, and you will get the fabric cutting instructions and a video in your account that shows you how to cut everything for the quilt along. So you can have a whole week to get your cutting done before we kick it off, of course, on November 6th. And then on Monday, November 1st, we will also release some fun recipes and things. And that is all going to be found on our blog. We have a blog post going about the Phoenix quilt along. I hope you're excited. I hope you're excited to maybe sew with friends, maybe teach somebody that hasn't quilted before or is just getting started to have them join in. So it'll be fun to see everybody's progress and see if we create some new quilters, get them hooked. So any questions about the Phoenix quilt along other than that?
You'll be cutting before the 6th?
Yes, so you will get the cutting instructions a week from today. So on the 29th? On the 29th, you will get the cutting instructions and the cutting video in your account. That is only if you've purchased the pattern already. So if you haven't done so, go ahead and do that, because then your account will update with that information. So is it okay to mix woolies and the Yuletide fabrics together? Of course, of course. I did that with, we mixed a few things when we made our quilts. So it's both great quality fabrics, so that'll work very well. How much fabric for 2 colors in the yardage? So that will be stated in the fabric requirements. I just tell you if you wanted to use a single background, that will apply if you just want 2 fabrics. So it'll be the same of the 2 colors. It depends on the size you want to make, of course. So that's all going to be in your fabric requirements. So any other questions? Love the quilts behind me. Thank you. I'm going to talk more about the quilt right behind me later on. This is a new fabric that we just got in, and it's the Haldora quilt from my Quilts of Iceland book. The one in the corner is a phoenix, the phoenix that we made from Gingham Gardens. Gingham Foundry. And then we have the pumpkin patch on the cabinet because we're getting close. We're getting close to Halloween. All right. I'm going to see if we'll find any more questions. Linda says this will be the first sew along since Elvira. Well, that's great. It's been 1.5 years since we did Elvira. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Any tips and tricks for using flannel? So I've been talking about it. This question came up a lot. Do you need to pre-wash the flannel and batting? Don't ever pre-wash batting. No. And I don't pre-wash my flannel. That's just because I really don't pre-wash anything. The only instance I would pre-wash flannel if I was using some lower quality flannel mixed in with good quality flannel. But if you purchase your flannel at a quilt shop or from us, it's good stuff, so you don't need to wash it. Of course, you can always do whatever you want. I don't wash it. I just cut it, and I don't starch mine either, just because I like the feel of it, and we're not going to be doing anything with bias edges, so it's all squares and rectangles, so we are good to go. So I just give them a really good steam press, because that will kind of let the fibers relax back into what they normally are and not stretched on a bolt.
What does your shirt say?
My shirt. This is my awesome grandma costume. Should be Amma, not grandma, because Johan doesn't call me grandma.
No.
He calls me Amma. Well, Amma means grandmother in Icelandic, but he actually doesn't say Amma. He goes Mma. So I'm Mma and Papa. And he only says your name. He only says Papa whispering. He goes Papa, Papa.
Yeah.
So I'm Mma and Papa. So I need to adjust maybe my shirt. Yeah, he asked for if there wasn't a awesome Papa shirt. No, I didn't find any awesome Papa shirts at the store. We'll have to look harder.
Oh, well.
Oh, we have to look harder.
I guess you have to make one.
I guess. Okay. Wow. So make sure for the quilt along, go to our blog. There is a link there to the sheet with all the dates to remember. So all the information is on that sheet. They can print it out from the blog, and that's where also we will put links to everything you need to know, the recipes, the playlist, and all those things. You'll find links there to the pattern and everything else. Let's see. I don't think there's any. Oh, do you sew and quilt all of the quilt to show us yourself? No, I don't.
I do.
I do have some help, but I do sew a lot myself, just so you know.
Mr. HP does.
He does not. He does not. I wish you could get some of them done. But we sew, there's usually somebody sewing at the warehouse every day, pretty much. At least part of the day. So, and of course, Gertie's usually working hard every day. Okay. Lots, I think, no more questions. Are you seeing any more questions?
No. Party in the house, November 6th, they say.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's asking about using directional fabrics. I don't know if you're talking about just the Phoenix quilt along. If somebody asked for a video on directional fabrics, it would all depend on what fabric or pattern you're using, how you're going to treat directional fabrics. Regarding Phoenix, I wouldn't recommend directional fabrics. You can, of course. I'm not going to tell you not to, but it's really nice to be able to turn the pieces. And here's the deal. I actually used directional fabric for my background for one of my Venuses or Phoenixes. Can you hand me that quilt over there, please? Thank you. And so it was the Tim Holtz matte background, and because the way it's cut and then pieces end up all any which way, once you do that in a quilt, the fabric is not directional anymore. So let me just show you. So it's that light fabric in here that's directional. So it's going any which way, sometimes up, down, sideways. So I don't think it matters once you have it turned any which way. I forgot to show you this cool back. Isn't that cool? It's perfect for this quilt. I had a little bit of it. This is was a very popular line. It was called Warehouse District. And actually, we're getting another line from the same designer from Kaufman, and it's called Weather Report. So it's in the cutting queue at the
How
warehouse.
many quilts can Gertie quilt in a day?
Gertie can quilt. Oh, that kind of depends on how quick we are to advance her. But if we get started at 8 in the morning, we can get 3-4 quilts done in a day. It depends on the tightness of the pattern, of course, sizes of the quilt. But I would say, I mean, we did 2 today, I think. Yeah, 2 yesterday. So it's good. She's good. She works fast. Somebody said, so happy I don't have to pre-wash. Of course, everything is personal preference, so don't take it from me that you can't pre-wash if you usually do. Just do you. You do you. But I don't. I don't. I prefer not to. All right. If we buy the pattern and cannot attend the quilt along, will the live sessions be recorded and available? Yes, they will. And if you buy the pattern, the cutting instructions and video will be in your account forever. So you can always access that. Because the live sessions, they will be available, of course, but they will not have the cutting. So that's why I wanted that to just become in your account so you can watch it over and over again. Because that's kind of the part where you might have to go back and watch again and go back and watch again. So that's good. All right. Do you see any more questions? Can we move on?
I think we can move on.
Okay, good. Sherry asks, I have the gnome flannel from last year. Would that work for Phoenix? Yeah, so I've explained multiple times. We want to have contrast between either 2 groups of fabrics or between 2 fabrics. So I would say for the gnomes, I don't remember exactly how that bundle was balanced, but probably it would be cool to use a single fabric as your background, like I did with, can you put up the red and black, the Winter Elegance Phoenix? There it is. So Winter Elegance had reds and blacks, and then I just chose a light gray single fabric for my lights or for my background. So you have kind of that look. So then you can really use busy prints and you get that contrast from the background. So as you can see, let's put up the plaid one too, the green and gray one. No, the other one. So that one has, you can see there I did scrappy on both sides, scrappy lights and scrappy darks. But you want to have that contrast or otherwise you really won't see the pattern itself. Now the one behind me has more of a scrappiness, more of a muddled kind of boundaries, but you know, some people like that. I actually like that myself sometimes. So I like to always try many different versions of each of my patterns just to see the versatility of it, and then it appeals to some, maybe not others. Those of you that really have a hard time with scrappy, you can just use 2 fabrics, or you know, 1 fabric for a constant maybe light, and then maybe choose just 1 color and do multiple prints in 1 color for the darks. So that's always an option. If you feel like you're too wild in the bundle you're going to use or something, just consider either throwing a few very calm lights or something in to use as your other color, or do a single one. All right. So many fabrics, so many patterns. What should you ever make? Well, like I always say, fabric doesn't go bad. So it's okay if you leave it on your shelf for weeks, months, years. It's still going to be fresh as a daisy once you get it all sprayed up and ironed, and going to make beautiful quilts. So I always say that if you love something, don't miss it, because you know when you turn around it's going to be gone. When you figure out what you want to make with it, it's going to be gone from the stores. So happy Friday, everybody. Let's dive into some fabrics. This is good. Feel free to throw out some more questions if you have any more questions, but I want to start with this beautiful Moda bundle called Cozy Up. This is the fabric I use for the quilt behind me, for the Haldora quilt behind me. So we have this beautiful colorway of kind of charcoaly taupe, or yeah, I don't know what you would call it. It's kind of a grayish brown. Very nice sage green, like a peachy orange, and then yellow. So let's start with this one. And this is a fabric by I think it's Lella Boutique. Is it? Let me double check it. Oh, Corey Yoder. This is Corey Yoder. So similar style to what she's done previously. So beautiful, warm yellows, nothing too harsh. And then, I love her. This is her kind of signature gray background, grayish brown background. A really nice typography print that has all these tree names on it. Beech, pine, birch, cottonwood, balsam, magnolia, pecan. And then we have these sage green color with, I love the peach buds on it. We have a green with some acorns. And then a really nice small print with small dots. And then we have the apricot color, kind of, yeah, peachy orange, I would call it. So it's not really orange, not really peach, somewhere in between. I love this small print with like hydrangea buds and small daisies, and there's leaves in here, maple leaves and acorns. And here we have the acorns. And then we have the typography print in the yellow, really nice warm yellow, and this larger bud print. And I actually added, because I wanted a really balanced bundle here, so 3 darks, 3 greens, 3 apricot, and then I wanted 3 yellows, but it wasn't really in the bundle, so I actually chose a coordinating, this is the thatched, that works really well with it, and so I added that myself to the bundle to make it really beautifully balanced. So this is Cozy Up, and I did a fabric pull if you wanted to pull in some more color for a little bit more variety. For the yellows, I chose 2 different ones, the Sunshine Yellow Bumbleberries, and then the brand new Pebbled Path Golden Yellow. They would mix in here beautifully. And then as far as the apricot color, I love this speckled in the clementine, and then the deco stitch in the red desert. For the greens, I chose the Dash Flow in the meadow and Jack's Fur, a little bit darker, but works beautifully. So see how sagey it is. It's got a lot of blue in it. And then for the charcoal texture, deco stitch in the shadow is pretty much a perfect match, and then the spotted shadow is a little bit darker but has those lighter specks in it as well. Now what we used for background for the quilt behind us, for the Haldora quilt, I used actually pumpkins and blossoms in the pebble color. So it just has the perfect taupiness, this charcoaly gray in here, and then little specks of the clementine, and I think it just is melded perfectly. So we have that both in this print, and then there's a tone on tone, that same color, same print, but on a tone on tone. And then I found a couple of plaids that would work great. Another one from Pumpkins and Blossom, the pebble color would work perfectly in here. And then also this one, it's the kitty corn in the midnight, because look at this color here. It's a perfect apricot color. We have the gold in here as well, and then this dark is not black, it's more so like this one, so I think it would be a great fit with it as well. So this is Cozy Up and my fabric pull. And can we put the quilt up on the screen, because we took a photo of it on the porch earlier. There it is, to see it all in full. The colors are a little off because it was dark, so of course the background is going to be a lot warmer with that cream, And then I used all the leftovers for the back. So check out the back of the quilt. Yes. So it's a two-way quilt. Two-way quilt. You can use both sides. All right. So, and we do have that Pumpkins and Blossoms, the one that I used for the background. We do have it both in 3 yards and 1 yard. So you could get the 3 yard if you wanted to do something with a background. All right. Next up is a small line from Dear Stella, one of my favorite designers, Ray Ritchie. This is called Wild Winter, and it's her beautiful artwork. We have foxes and deer and some they're having so much fun at their cabin in the winter, sledding, snowshoeing, skating. And is this, oh, they're roasting marshmallows. I just love this fun print. And then the second print is them just playing and having fun, a little bit lighter background. Then we have the snowshoes, the skis, and the sweaters. Really love this print as well. We have the fox skating in this beautifully blue, dusty blue color. And then love this print too, kind of flowers and branches and things. And then it finishes off with, it's a 6-piece bundle, finishes off with a really nice gingham plaid. I love the scale of this and the softness of it. So this is the small 6-piece Wild Winter bundle, but I wanted to show you, so Dear Stella has a bundle that came out earlier called Frosty Forage, and it matches pretty much perfectly. I just want to show you. So it has very similar artwork. It has the critters, and so let me just put it up top here just to show you how it works perfectly together. We have some florals, so we have the same kind of blue theme with a little bit of that reddish orange. We have branches. We have some mushrooms. So I would totally take these two. We have the fox. This is the white Arctic fox, obviously, the one that lives in Iceland. And then the mushrooms on the light background. So these two just would blend perfectly together, which I always love finding that, because so then you have a 12-piece bundle. But I did a fabric pull for Wild Winter. So I started with some of the blues. I wanted to go from dark to light, so the Dash Flow and the Cobalt as the darkest end of it. The Circle Burst and the Denim is a perfect match to the medium tone. And then I wanted like a grayish light tone. The Grunge and the Ash has a lot of blue to it. Some lighter blue colors, and then the grays that are kind of continuous throughout. There really aren't any other colors in the fabrics per se, but there's a lot of accents. So I took the green, and I love the Provisions Moss. It works perfectly for the greens everywhere in here, and actually also with these guys. As far as the red, I love the Provisions in the Sienna. It's kind of a terracotta red, very warm red, fox red. And then there's a lot of little pink colors, so the Deco Stitch and the Peach Whisper is perfect for the lighter tones of pink in here. As far as backgrounds, this light color is a perfect match with either grunge white paper, or if you want a little bit of texture, the Spectrostatic Dust is a great option as well. And then I found a stripe that's actually on sale that would work great with all of them. It's got the blue in it, it's got a gray, a little hint of red, and a little hint of gold. So it's the Street Stripe. So this is Wild Winter. Super fun, whimsical, and cool. Just, I love the artwork. Just unique. Something you don't see everywhere. And that's my cup of tea all day long. Love stuff like that. All right, so we have one more, and that's going to be a burst of color, in your face color. It's beautiful, and it's something for the musicians in your life. Yay! Cheers to the musicians in everybody's life. It's a hard time for musicians. Everybody's getting sick being at venues and stuff, so.
That's why I'm not there.
That's why you're not gigging. So this bundle is called Rhythm and Hues because of the color. So first off, it is a bundle and 2 panels. We included the panels in the bundle because they were just too cool, and it worked that way. We do have some extra panels if you just want to buy the panels. So let's talk about the panels first. There's one big one. It's a full yard, and it's such a cool print. It's like, I say, you know, you build something around it for a quilt, or you just quilt it up and put it on the wall. And not many times where you have drums. Okay, you can't really even see this in the overhead. So there's like this big record in the middle, and then we have all the instruments around it. So I think I need to stand up and hold it up because it's so cool. I think we've got a request for this one already, right? For your studio?
Yes, please.
Look, how cool is that?
So cool.
I really love it. And just the abstract, the artwork. So this is the large panel. And then we have another panel that's blocks. So this one is 12 different blocks. So it's a full yard almost as well. And very cool. So life is a song, sing it, shake it, baby, rock and roll, let's jazz things up, play with passion, the keys to my heart. Well, it's just the drums. I'm with the band. Spin me, music feeds the soul, and then rock and roll. So they measure about, it could be about 9-inch finished. So you could always go a little bigger, always go a little smaller. So there's lots and lots of ways to use this with some of my patterns. Remember, there is a sheet in the bonus charts and templates link on our website. There's a sheet there that talks about using panels with my patterns. You can go and check that out to see which one would work really well with this size panel. So let's look at the other prints in the bundle. They of course go with a theme of music. So we have this print, music and color, of course. So beautiful color, and the instruments, just a great job. I think this is so refreshing and fun. We have a print with the keyboards. And love this psychedelic guitars. Very cool. So then we have the records, colorful records, circular kind of a geometric print. This one is more abstract, just a burst of color. This is the hues part. The rhythm and hues. Then we have music notes, of course, and I love the background of it with it being so colorful. There's a little bit of stripy element to it. So this would be really cool to cut this way. And then we have kind of a typography print with all these kind of graffiti style sayings. And a beautiful purple. Beautiful purple. Not quite the right purple, but and then we have a tone on tone, which is actually little records, but a nice deep blue navy color. So 8 pieces of fabrics in the bundle, plus this panel and plus the large panel as well are in the bundle. And then of course I had to play with some coordinates because it's just too colorful and fun. So I started with some of the blues. Jot Dot cornflower. Love the different hues in that, so it goes anywhere. A little bit of purple in the nature's pebbles in the purple, and then we have a little bit of lavender. There's lavender throughout, so the floral elements in the lavender. Had to do a little fuchsia, so again with the Jot Dot. Love the fun of that print. We have the pebbles in the aqua, pulling in all the aqua tones. And then we have a little bit of that Caribbean green, that sea glass, in the nature elements in the Caribbean blue. And then, of course, a little bit of red. We have pebbles in the red, and then hibiscus, nature elements in the hibiscus for the really beautifully warm reds in here. I did throw in some more because those light prints, especially this one with the multicolor, I think these beguiled prints would be great, either the hearts or the spatter or the star bright, because I mean, if you have a musicians, they're a star, so I thought that would be very appropriate.
That's right.
You're a star, baby. We have the symbols, and then there's also a star bright in the black if you wanted to add a little high contrast. I think this would be great as a high contrast. We have some great stripes that would work well with it. If you wanted color, these new ones, the diagonal stripe in the Awesome Aqua or the Perky Pink, either of them would work. If you wanted something more graphic and striking, tying in with the piano keys, we have both a regular, the tent stripe, or the diagonal one, just a black and white stripe in the Paradox. So either of those would be a great finish to a beautiful quilt. So Rhythm and Hues. Are we playing some blues? Are you playing some blues? No?
No blues, just drums.
Just drums. Okay, that's even better. That's good. He's
Blues,
not playing live, people,
the
but
blues is just kind of.
yeah, that would be putting
sad.
everybody to sleep. Yeah. Nothing sad about fabric, right? Am I right?
Nothing sad about this beautiful fabric.
No.
So colorful and musical.
Yes. Rhythm and Hues. Is this your favorite so far? One of?
Yes.
One of?
For sure.
Wow. One of. That's great.
This one gets the crowd cheering.
Okay. This one gets the cheers. Rhythm and Hues.
Finally.
Yeah, I think one of these big panels at least should not get back to the warehouse. It should stay here. All right, so Barbara's asking how many different pebbles fabrics do we have? I think there's 6 different colors in the pebbles that we have. But just know that that is not a basic, so it's not going to be reorderable. I just ordered a lot of it because I really loved it. So there will be a time where we don't have it anymore. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, no more questions. Do we have a winner? A live winner from all of your random comments? Random comments. They're, of course, not random. All right. Pat Shepard. Pat, congratulations. $25 in a gift card is yours. Just send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we will get you that gift card right away on Monday morning. So I wanted to mention something. I hope you're subscribing to our newsletters. Our newsletters go out twice a week, usually on Wednesday after our Tuesday show. And then we send out a quick small one on Fridays after the show, which always has the cocktail recipe and a few things, and usually some Friday specials. That usually if we have a special on something or, you know, something unique like a bonus buy, they go from Friday to Friday. So, and really we only talk about it in the newsletter. So make sure you check today's newsletter. It's going to come later in the afternoon or later this evening. It's going to be something called Big Name Bonanza. Yes, we are having a little special on some big name fabric designer bundles and fabrics. So make sure you check your newsletter.
Exciting.
Yeah. All right. So I did have a question about the glam bags, the little zipper bags that I showed you last Tuesday. I told you right when I showed you that they were going to sell out, and they did. We have way more on order, so they will be coming back. So you can always, if something sells out and it shows sold out on the website, still click on the product. And once you get to the product, there should be a box there that says, notify me when it's back in stock. And all you have to do is type in your email address in that little box, and you will get an email as soon as it's back on the website. It's so helpful. Very, very helpful. All right, so our next show will be Tuesday's show, Tipsy Tuesday, 7 p.m. It's going to be Tuesday, October 26th at 7 p.m. And I'll have some great gift ideas for you then. And then we have Happy Friday, a week from today, October 29th. And that's also when we will release the cutting instructions for the Phoenix Quilt Along. So make sure you go get your pattern if you haven't yet. Join us on November 6th. I am so excited. It's going to be a fun day. And until then, enjoy your wonderful weekend. I'm sure we are. We have good plans to just do maybe a little bit of work, but some fun too. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.